Hey everyone, I want to be upfront about something before we get into this. I've been systematically going through crypto platforms for years now, and the reason I'm recording today is because I've accumulated enough practical knowledge in one specific area that I think it's actually worth sharing. That area is AI-driven trading automation, and I'm not talking about reading about it, I'm talking about running it, breaking it, and figuring out where the edge actually is. So today I'm opening a live account on screen, walking you through a real session from zero, and then covering some things afterward that I wish someone had told me earlier. So the first thing I want to establish is what a legitimate automated trading workflow actually looks like in practice, not what it's marketed as, what it actually does. I'm launching the process and okay, it's loaded.
So now I'm choosing a pair, and the depth of that list comes directly from the fact that this application is active across 20 plus exchanges simultaneously. That's the architecture behind it. And I'm choosing Bitcoin, the most sensible baseline for demonstrating this. Okay, switching to live mode, and now address field comes up. So I'm pulling that up from my wallet. Okay, copying the address, back on the platform, placing it right here. Great. Next is capital allocation. Straightforward, this is just the session budget. I'm gonna set mine to, yeah, that number works. And risk level is sitting right below it. And this one I want to address properly, because most people drag this slider without understanding what it's actually controlling. This setting defines the bot's execution threshold, how much price uncertainty it's prepared to accept before deciding a trade isn't worth taking. It's a filter, not just a volume knob. I'm setting mine at something considered not conservative, but not uncapped either. Okay, then trading strategy, which is the specific methodology the AI commits to for this session, the logic it runs when scanning for price and efficiencies across exchanges. Okay, taking one last look across the configuration, everything is exactly where I want it. Moving. So next screen is up. Here I've got a few tokens available right now, and I'm going to use one of those directly. The platform automatically converts it to Bitcoin on their end before anything kicks off. So I'm picking the most practical option here. Good, hitting continue, and okay, the bot is running. Dashboard is loaded, trade count building, win rate tracking, average spread showing, chart mapping the session as it progresses, and the layout manages to stay readable despite how much is actually running underneath it. Now it's just we step back and let the system do what it's built to do. Okay, so we've given it time to run. Going in now and pressing stop. Good. This screen is essentially the full accounting. Session duration, total steps executed, which strategy was running throughout, my win rate, and the final profit figure with the platform's commission already removed from it. That last number is the one that actually matters. Now I'm tapping withdraw and just holding here while that goes through. It usually takes a few minutes, so I want to cover something while we wait. So before anything else, I want to make sure the mechanics here are actually understood, because I find this part gets skimmed over more than it should. What this AI system is doing is monitoring the price of the same asset across all supported exchanges concurrently, in real time. And the moment it detects that the same coin is sitting at two different prices across two different exchanges, it executes both sides of that position almost simultaneously. The gap between those two prices, regardless of how thin it is, that's the margin.
And the reason this requires AI specifically is a latency problem. These windows close in fractions of a second. No manual execution process captures them with any consistency. The system is built to operate at a speed that removes human reaction time as a variable entirely. That's the fundamental value proposition of the technology. Okay, so now I want to get into the part of this that I think actually carries the most practical value. So from years of navigating this directly, here are the two things I check first without exception: platform construction, and I understand this sounds almost too elementary, but it has consistently been one of the most reliable early signals I've encountered. Fake ones carry something subtly inconsistent in how they're assembled, not overtly broken, just details that reveal themselves under actual attention. Survives the casual pass entirely, and then starts revealing its construction the moment you actually look at it with intent. And the second thing, which I give more weight at this point, is the interface itself.
A platform that's designed to operate long-term has to build a product experience that actually functions, because retention is what sustains it. A platform that isn't built with that objective doesn't face the same pressure, so what tends to emerge is either an interface that's unnecessarily layered in ways that produce confusion without serving any clear user need, or one that's conspicuously sparse in ways that don't hold up against what the platform is claiming to offer. The surface of a working product without the working product behind it. And so here's how I want to close this out, specifically, not abstractly. I've been putting this platform through a deliberate process for several weeks, over 34 sessions, covered essentially the full range of supported tokens, intentionally rotated through different configurations and capital amounts each time. Because what I'm actually measuring is behavioral consistency when conditions change, not performance when everything is set up favorably. Those are different questions with different answers. And every time I've shifted the variables, the platform has responded correctly. Withdrawals process without friction, the numbers are coherent, nothing has surfaced that gave me reason to look twice. And that's the output of a specific process applied over a real period of time. It's not a first impression. And that's everything I've got today. Appreciate you watching.